No. I think that's parked when I saw you. We were. Oh, I think
Oh, okay, okay.
because it is heavy.
Well, I passed the water truck at the bottom.
Bottom of the hill, yeah.
Yeah.
We turned right.
Oh,
We just going slow.
okay.
Been waiting on you, John. Early. You are early, what's the matter?
Some like disappointment.
Speedy again, huh?
I was trying to
Henryetta City Council regular meeting Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, 6:30 p.m. Civic Center, 115 South 4th Street. All please stand for the invocation.
Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this
day, a beautiful day. We thank you for all that you bestow on us. We thank you for blessing. We ask you to be with each one of us tonight in the decisions that we make for the future of Henryetta. Dear Lord, be with us, help us, guide us. We're trying to do good, and we can only do good through your help and your assistance. In your son's name we ask. Amen.
Amen. Please join me in pledge allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Steve. Here. Vernon.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Jennifer. Here. Michael.
Here. Item number 1, discuss act on approval of consent agenda. A, financial reports for April 2025. B, minutes of meeting. Move to second and approve item number 1, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 2, discuss act on approval of payment to Bank of Oklahoma in an amount of $40,023.88 for the 2015 note series payment.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and second to approve item number 2, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 3, discussion and act on approval of payment invoice number 2023-132-5 to Myers Engineering Consulting Engineers, Inc. Amount of $3,000 for Jim Hall Lake Construction Services.
Second.
Moved and second to approve item number 3, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 4, discuss act on approval of indebtedness of emergency medical services, a trust in relation to the purpose of a new ambulance in an amount not to exceed $250,000, which would be financed through Mabry Bank for a period of 72 months at an interest rate of 5.3% annual. So this is the emergency medical services. We are in that collective in that trust. It won't be any monetarily debt to the city. We just have to approve them being able to purchase this ambulance.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and second to approve item number 4, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 5, discuss and act to approve Henryetta Parks Recreation and Tourism Board recommendation to allow dandelions to use Nichols Park on June 21st, 2025 for all Trucks Truck Show. This is going to be a pretty big event. Should bring a lot of people to town. I think they're expecting in the neighborhood of 150 plus trucks to come to this event. Mr. Lyons is here. I think so. You've I think you lined up vendors and
I've got vendors, food trucks, and I have the insurance on my phone. If you have an email, I can send you a copy of it right now.
So you've lined up liability insurance for the event.
I got $1 million insurance on it right now.
Okay.
Is it gonna be the park closed? Do you want both sides of the park closed that day, or is it
No,
gonna be
it-
open?
Yeah, they can stay open. We're gonna go in the circle in the back, and that way it doesn't affect anybody if they come up with their kids in the swimming area or the volleyball pool, something like that. They'll just see the trucks coming through.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 5, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 6, discuss act on request by Linda Gerstner, Henryetta Labor Day Celebration Committee to use lot behind O'Reilly's for the carnival, which takes place Thursday, August 20th through Monday, September 1st, 2025.
It doesn't say anything about the deposit, and we're going to have a deposit on that as well.
That's for the property behind O'Reilly's. They have to turn the
They have
electricity
to turn the
on.
electric and everything on.
Okay.
And they usually mow it. We have a couple of times, but typically they do.
Okay. Okay.
So they're responsible for the electricity.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 7, poll, item number 6, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 7, discuss act on request by Linda Gerstner, Henryetta Labor Day Celebration Committee to waive rental and deposit fees for usage of the Civic Center Sunday, August 31st, 2025, and Monday, September 1st, 2025 for the Labor Day barbecue luncheon. We've started not waiving the deposit fee on that. I still think it's best practice to have the deposits put in there and it's refundable, correct? So
I have to make the motion that we waive the fees, but continue with our deposit.
What is the deposit fee?
$250, I think it's $250. $300.
For each day.
Duration of the usually each event. So make a motion to maintain the $300 deposit for the safety of the building, but waive the rental fee.
That's what,
Yes.
basically.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the waiver of the rental fee, but maintain the $300 deposit for item number 7. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 8, discuss and act on request by Linda Gerster and Henry Labor Day Celebration Committee to close Main Street on Monday, September 1st, 2025 for Labor Day Parade from South 6th Street between Main Street and Broadway for the Terrapin Race, Frog Hopping Contest, and Fish Scramble.
Motion to approve. Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 8. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 9, discuss act to approve ordinance number 1314, an ordinance adopting and enacting the 2025 Henryetta Code of Ordinances compiled, revised, and published by the authority of the Council for the City of Henryetta, Oklahoma, containing the permanent and general ordinances of the City of Henryetta, also repealing all ordinances of a permanent and general nature not to include in the code, providing for additions and amendments to the code, declaring emergency. This is just a new updated version of our codes. We've updated to enact those and put them in place and do away with the old codes that we are updating.
Motion to approve. Second.
Move and second to approve item number 5, poll, or item number 9, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 10, discuss act on declaring an emergency on ordinance number 1314.
Motion to approve. Second.
Move and second to approve item number 10, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 11, discuss act on approval of resolution number 1311, a resolution of the City of Henryetta, Oklahoma, notifying the residents of said city of the adoption of a newly compiled code of ordinances for said City of Henryetta, Oklahoma, in compliance with the laws of the state of Oklahoma.
Motion to approve. Second.
So moved and seconded to approve item number 11, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 12, discuss act on approval of ordinance number 1315 and ordinance amending ordinance number 702 for the purpose of rezoning certain properties described from R1 Single Family Resident District to R3 Manufactured Home Residential District.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve item number 12, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 13, discuss act on declaring an emergency on ordinance number 1315.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item 13, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 14, discuss act to appoint Jane Paul to the Henryetta Public Library Board from Ward number 4 for a 5-year term. Moved and seconded to approve item 14, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 15, discuss act to appoint a city council member to the Henryetta Economic Development Authority.
I make a motion to appoint Vernon Van Meter.
Second.
So moved and seconded to appoint Vernon Van Meter to the Henryetta Economic Development Authority Board, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 16, discuss act to a surplus property located at 1303 West Division, Keys, First Henryetta Lot 2, Block 18. So where the burned out house was there on Division Street, right?
Yes, yeah, we had a fire there, and the guy actually deeded the property over to us, and we just want to surplus it so we ain't got to mow it all summer.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 16, poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 17, discuss act on abated property located at 405 North 11th Street, Randall Fuller. Extension on February 18th, 2025 meeting, council tabled April 15th, 2025 meeting. So where are we at on this?
We made progress, but we're still not done.
Still not.
I called Jody over there, I think it was last week, maybe a week and a half ago, showed him my progress, got all the outside electrical issues done, all the rock fixed. We painted about 3/4 of the inside of the house. The gas had to be all redone. It'll be done by Thursday, and then we've got about half to 3/4 of the inside of the house painted and all the bad carpet out.
So, They gave you, I think, the code book to bring it up to code, is that
Yes, we
correct? Go by it.
Staff.
Okay. So what do you need? As far as, I guess you're asking for more time to,
Maybe another 30 days, we're, yeah, a little bit left to paint and carpet and have them walk through again just to like double check.
have asking for Jody to walk through again. What do you guys think?
What do you think, Jody?
I have been decided, I honestly, I don't see really a lot done. I have been decided, but from looking at the windows and stuff, it needs a lot. It's possible.
When did you go last
Things
to
like
see it?
that
When did you look in the windows last?
this evening.
So you're thinking 30 days you could have it?
When I called him over there, I asked him, I'm like, what do you think? He's like, well, you're making progress. He's like, I don't see why they wouldn't give you more time, but I mean, that's kind of where we're at on it. There was some holes in the floor. We've got half of those patched. There's a lot of work.
So you got the gas done or your work? I can't.
The gas, he said, I have a message on my phone, the gas will be, I believe, approved. It'll be tested on Thursday.
I guess the license plumber has to do that, is that right?
Yes.
For test.
It's Palmer.
Yes, of course.
If there's any mold in the house, make sure we get it out as well.
There was some in the back on the ceiling. We cut it out. If we find it, we'll cut it out. I mean, when we get done, you all, everyone want to walk through it, pick it. I mean, it is what it is.
Any recommendation? Proposal?
I would recommend one more 30 days. That's got to be done.
Second thing.
So moved and second to allow 30 more days on item number 17. Poll, please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 18, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located at 901 West Cummings, Browns, Henryetta Lot 1, Block 8, owned by Jeremy Scott, Joyce Moore. Council approved 60-day extension to make significant improvements of November 16, 24. Additional 60-day extension January 21st, 2025, and tabled April 15th, 2025.
The weather hasn't cooperated this past 30 days. I had to work every weekend in Texas, so I tried to hire a couple of people to help me, and they either call on the day they're supposed to show up and tell me they can't be there, or they don't show up at all and they don't call. So I'm just asking, I'm making progress a little here, a little there by myself, but it's just me, and I'm just asking, as long as I'm making progress, to ask for more time. I've been working on clearing out what's in the shed so I can tear it down. I finally got a roll-off dumpster dropped off last Thursday so I can start throwing stuff in there.
Last week?
Yeah, last Thursday. I called somebody else, they said they could do it, and then on the day they were supposed to show up,
No dumpster.
they called me and said, we can't do it. And then other people wouldn't do it because of all the rain. But I finally got one dropped off last Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Jody, is there a punch list that she's working against to get this thing up to date?
I texted her what needed to be done, like kind of in order.
Yeah, I'm working on it little by little.
This one's been going on for a long, long time. Every time we give a 30 days, we kind of hit and miss on what hasn't been. When you guys come to terms with this is what we'd like to see done in 30 days, can we have a list so we can go, they did it, they didn't do it, they didn't do it, they did. So it would help me tremendously to know, instead of because we kind of go through the same, well, I tried, I didn't, And, I mean, this one was before I was even on council, but it's been a long road to hoe. And it would help me a whole lot making a decision if I know they're really trying, or we just kind of go through the same thing again in 60 days. That would help me a lot in making these decisions.
Your future plan for this, is it what, you gonna make it a personal residence?
My grandson would like to live in it.
Grandson.
Yeah, he turns 18 in September. He's been helping me a little here and there. He works at Mazio's, making pizza. But the goal is to make it livable so he can live in it. Like I said, the house itself is structurally sound. Everything in the house is structurally sound. The electric needs brought up to date because PSO cut the line, so now I need to bring everything up to date inside to be able to get that hooked back up. The sewer line collapsed a long time ago, but I have applied for assistance through the tribe to get that fixed.
You told us that before. Is there any progress on that?
I'll have to call him. I haven't heard anything.
The tribe will do that. They move very slow. The last one I got them to do, it took them probably 6 months, and they did it like last week.
Really?
They move very slow.
Okay.
Have you done anything to it in the last 30 days whatsoever?
Yeah, I've been working on the roll off, and I've been cleaning stuff out of the shed so I could tear it down. Yeah, that's what I've been working on.
I go by there all the time.
Yeah, I know, it's hard to see inside the shed, but because I close it back up when I'm not in it to keep people out of it.
You know roll-offs aren't cheap, so I know you
No, they're not
can't hold
cheap.
on to that very long.
I've got 10 days for it.
10 days.
Yeah, I've got 10 days for the roll off. I plan
You're
to.
5 days down.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I've got 10 days for the roll off, and I'm hoping to have the shed torn down, and then Tim Rose is gonna haul the metal off. So I guess he's gonna, recycle it, get some money for it.
So if you got a
Scrap it.
timeline with Tim to get that out of there?
Well, as soon as I tear the shed down, I'm gonna have a pile of metal that he can just come and haul off.
Okay.
And I'm putting that by the alley.
I've got 2 people interested in that. Tim doesn't. I've got 2 people wanting that.
And then the inside is just a wood frame, so that's just gonna go in the dumpster.
So at this rate of accomplishment, how many months do you think it'll be ready to move in so we can?
I'll have to talk to the electric. I'm trying to get a licensed electric. I've got friends that know electric, but they're not licensed, so I'm telling them, no, I can't use you. I mean, the outside looks great. I worked really hard on that. My neighbor even down the street says, hey, it's looking good. And I was like, tell the council that.
I think we know you're trying, but
I'm trying really hard.
We need there to be an end to this
Yes.
after a while. So
Yeah.
I'd recommend 30 more days for it.
I'll second.
It's been moved to second to give a 30-day extension on the abatement. Item 18, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean, Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Item 19, discuss the act on approval of abatement of property located at 901.5 West Broadway, Keys 1, Henryettan East, 20 foot of North 54 foot Lot 19 and North 54 foot Lots 11 and 12, Block 4, owned by Balders Park Rentals. Council table January 21st, 2025 meeting, allowing 90 days for improvements.
Joey, they give this to somebody and they were gonna take care of it.
That guy said he didn't want it.
He didn't want it.
No, so, of course, they had fixed the sewer, they had to fix that to keep the water on a while back, but he put a roof on it. The windows are all still open, it's still raining inside the apartment where the one guy lives. There's people still, the neighbors getting on the carport going through there, so it's not secure. So, I mean, he put a roof on it. Other than that, he hasn't.
Nobody in it now, is there?
There is some person living in there.
And it's got holes raining into it.
Do what?
He's got holes in the windows raining into where he's living.
Right above his apartment, yes.
He's a paying customer or just?
Pretty supposedly, I don't know.
I make the motion to abate.
Right.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve abatement on item number 19, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 20, discuss the actual approval of abatement of property located at 1507 West Division, Glendale, Henry lots 3 and 4, in east 10 foot of lot 5, block 2, owned by Frida and Don Giblett. Council table item March 18, 2025, allowing for 60-day extension.
Yeah, I haven't seen any progress. The only thing I've seen is they did drag a couple more junk cars in there, so otherwise, I haven't seen any, no progress. Cleaned up the yard or nothing.
Second.
Just for all the like cans and trash is in the yard. Jody? No, that's not us. Yeah. So move to second to approve item number 20, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Mike.
Yes. Item 21, discuss located at 202 McLaughlin, Oakwood, Henryetta lots 33, 2 and include 38, block 16, owned by Robert Armand.
Motion to abate. Second.
These, just as a note, these next three are all the same.
From the corner on down there.
Yes, it's every, yes.
Move to second to approve item 21, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer.
Line 2 and include 41, block 15, owned by Robert Armand.
Motion to abate.
Second.
Move to second to approve item 22, poll please.
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item 23, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located northeast 2nd and McLaughlin, northwest corner, Oakwood, enter lots 42, 2 and include 44, block 15, owned by Robert Armand.
Motion to abate. Second.
Move to second to approve item 23, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item 24, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located Old Town, Henry, lot 17, block 30, owned by Carl Fancher and David Gaddy.
Motion to abate.
Second.
Move to second to approve item 24, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item 25, discuss act on approval of abatement located at 614 West Main Street, Old Town, Henry, lot 18, block 30, owned by Success Homes LLC.
Yes, sir. I actually intend to fix this property. I spent about $7,000 clearing the inside, and I have 4 dumpsters come out, and I put it to pause because I was one project here in Henryetta, I moved the home, and then now we're done. So I would like to start fixing it and get it up and going.
Does it need a roof on it? I can't remember.
It needs the roof fixed.
Okay.
It's just a couple of the panels have come up from the wind, and it needs fixed.
So what how much time are you asking to try to get this where it's up to code? And what's your intention actually with that building?
To bring it up to get to date, to code,
To rent out, or are you going to use it as a?
to rent out.
What kind of time frame you looking for? You need?
I'm at your mercy, so however much time.
What
you
can
give
you
me,
do in 30 days?
30 days, I can do the roof, but I'd like to do more to it. So. I
So
can
could
get the
you
roof
have it
done,
complete in 60 days?
probably a little bit longer than that.
What time? How much will longer? So I mean, we're asking you. You know,
I think we're in May. I mean, probably 4 to 5 months. Because getting contractors out here sometimes it's a challenge.
90 days.
Jody?
Check back. What do you say?
Jody.
It's taking a gamble, but even if you do 60 or 90 days, and say you have to make very significant progress, not just a couple of things. But you do run a risk if you work 60 days and put so much money into it, then you just stop. You just lost that money. So if this council chooses to give you a certain period of time, not that you could be finished in 60 days or whatever, but where I can go in there and say, okay, he is serious about doing this, and then go from there. I mean, that's.
What is the biggest concern? Roof?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen the building.
Just you hold the
dirt as far as
the front. It is an eyesore. The back of it It needs all kinds of stuff back there, from there to the alley. Of course, it needs the roof, and at some point, I mean, you'll need to update all the electrical in it, assume some plumbing, things like that. But the significant progress is that, to me, if I see that you have done something, I think you are serious about it. You continue to make progress, but if you do make progress and it just stops, then that's not going to be beneficial.
Jody, is he the legal owner? Because it says Success Homes LLC.
Yes.
Okay, so you own Success Homes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, so the roof and the frontage are the biggest eyesore concern. I will work on those, and
if you want to, I'll meet you down there, and we can go over some stuff.
Sure.
Anytime you want to.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
Absolutely.
So is this your number one project in town now? You're gonna go 100% on this?
This is my number 3. And I bought it with 2 different other single-family homes. They're up and going now. And this is my last one because it needed the most work. But it was filled with, we took 40-yard dumpsters, 4 of them out of there. And, I thought we buckled it up, better than it was. And I actually have a question about the building next to it on the west side there.
We just debated that.
Oh, you did?
Right before yours, yeah.
Okay, I'll drive by it.
And I don't know, I don't have any contact information. All I had is on them, people, owners of their mailing address.
Yeah.
I had no contact information if they're interested in doing anything with that or not. They didn't show up. So I can use their contact information that I have, but that's all I know about them.
Yes, sir. And abating, I guess, costs a lot of money, just to get an idea.
What's that now?
Abating, it means we're gonna tear it down.
Right. And then we'll put a lien against it.
Right.
It's not, if somebody buys it, we don't charge them money to do it.
Right.
And we don't take their property, we're just abating it.
Right. I'm just trying to get an idea on how
Right.
much that would cost on something.
I would make a motion for 60 days with significant improvement with a roof minimum and probably the appearance with Jody's supervision or a knock list or something to let us know what you want done in that 60 days.
But you said you wanted to clarify what we were actually.
Abating is $3,000 to $5,000 is what we've had bid in our town.
Houses.
For houses, you asked how much it was to have them abated. Typically what we've seen bid, and I don't know, Jody may have some more insight lately, but we've seen anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 up to $7,500 on people to tear things down.
Okay. Thank you.
But for clarity, anything short of perfection is what we're trying to achieve. Either that or it needs to go, so.
A bid to clear that lot I have.
Yes, sir.
Dawson's.
So we're betting on you.
13,000.
Yeah, I want to start off a couple of projects, and it needs more work, electrical, like the gentleman mentioned.
Yeah, motions. Second. Moved and second to allow 60 days for significant improvement that Jody's going to go through and giving him an idea of what all needs to be done on it.
Steve?
Yes.
Vernon?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Jennifer?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes. Item number 26, discuss act on approval of vacant property located at 501 East Church in Hudson 2, Henryetta, west 15 feet of lot 7 and all of lot 8, block 8 owned by Victoria Burkhart. Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing work on it. I'm replacing the doors so I can put locks back on them. I tried to keep everybody out of them and they just won't listen.
So you have people living in the shed too?
As far as I know, the only thing that's supposed to be out there is Rocket, which is a dog.
There's people in the shed. I pulled up 2 different mornings and waited until the woman came out with the dog. There are people living in the shed. It's been that way for a while. There's debris, there's junk all over the place back there. And I don't see it's gonna do any good to leave that in a lot.
Shed's gotta go.
If she can't keep them out, she says she can't keep them out of there, it's a nuisance.
I was gonna put locks on the doors and start keeping them locked. It's only me at the house now. I separated from my old man, so it's only me there.
So you're living in the house?
Yes.
We're talking about the shed out there.
Talking about the shed, that's it?
Yes.
So we're talking about the shed. So
Yes,
it's like
that's where I store all my stuff.
And I just wired her hinges and stuff for the doors this morning.
Are you living in it?
No, she's a friend of mine that helps me around the house.
Hey, Jody, he said
They've been
that
trying to help her get
shed's
it
gotta
done,
go.
but like
Jody recommended shed's gotta go, period.
I haven't had any luck keeping that place clean. It's been a constant, problem. And now, even as the last several days ago, there's still somebody in and out of that in the mornings.
There's a bed, somebody's got it, trying to fix up the live in it, and I myself have seen people
If
come
you're
out of
living in a house, do you not see them coming out of there?
They're never there during the day. They have
You
to come
see
in
them.
while I'm asleep.
There's blankets hanging on the cracks of the walls of the shed. You can definitely tell somebody's trying to live in it.
Have you been out there?
No. I went out there and tried replacing doors and stuff, and I had the plywood to replace the doors on the end, and somebody took the plywood.
I mean, had blankets up weather for the dogs so you'd be warm when it was wet and cold. Now that it's getting weather, it's take this.
But if you don't go out there to get the dog, who's taking care of the dog?
She goes out there and feeds the waters in, or
Okay,
the
then
dogs
you
on
know
her.
if somebody's living in that
There's a king
shed.
size
No, I
bed.
didn't.
There's a king size
The
bed.
mattress that's out there. will be-
I make a motion to abate.
It is for the dog.
Second.
Moved and seconded to abate the shed located at this property. Follow any intrusion, poll please.
Dave,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes, thank you. Number 27, discuss act on approval of city manager's report.
Well, everybody's been busy, trying to stay ahead of the rain and everything. I've got some highlights here I'd like to go over with you. You guys see on that, my previous month, I talked to the city manager up there. They actually raised their rates, $3 a yard, except for the city of Henryetta, and they raised it 50 cents. And it's still cheaper than what we're paying currently. Our trailer we have now, we've got the cylinder back, we're gonna put it in service, and we're gonna haul up there with it a couple of times and see what kind of rate we get before we pull away from the people we're using. So everything's still in the works. We still gotta get a truck to pull it up there and a few other things, but we're working to be able to do that and cut out the middleman, and we take care of it ourselves. We feel like it'll save us between $75,000 and $100,000 a year, just if we're able to do that.
That's just at the current rate, not to count the last 5-year increases that have been significant from the landfill company we've been using. It's more than double.
Yeah, in the last 3 years, they raised it up approximately $70,000 on us. So we really need to look at doing something different. If not, the cost will trickle down to the citizens, and we're trying everything we can to keep them doing that. We also started, me and Don met with our accountants, and we've started our budget year looking at what we need to do. I've got with the department heads, see what our needs are. We got our first draft about a week ago, and we'll compare our draft to what our needs are and go from there on that. So we're just in the beginning stage of that. We'll have more for you by next month on that. I'm sorry.
We have to.
Yeah, absolutely have to. So we'll have it in place. We'll have everything in place. But and then our insurance. You guys already we had a special meeting, but I had this on there to where we switched back to Blue Cross Blue Shield. They give us, we left them last year because their increase was 24%. So we went to community care. Now they're giving us a $40,000. I won't say both, but a credit to come back, and also on each cut, each one of the city employees we get a 1.5% discount. Best thing we get for community care was they guaranteed for the next 2 years not to raise it more than 10% each year. And on that stuff we went over, we have brokers that do this, but we asked the brokers, we want to get as much as we can. We want to get out there. And I believe we had 12 carriers that got back with us, and that was in the package to give you guys. So we filled up Blue Shield. Everybody liked it the year before last, and now we're getting to go back. I know it's a little bit of hassle because we got to enroll again, but it's actually cost savings. So last year, even though we had community care, it went up $39,000. So we're basically getting that back, and we're getting a little bit of discount on our employees. And their coverage was better than what we had the previous year for us. And they also offer a buy-up program, so that helped out several employees.
So that runs tomorrow. So I'm sure all the city employees know at this point, right?
Yes, yes, yeah, enrollment is tomorrow. We had the DEQ come and do inspection of our water plant. Then I met with them after Jason was done, and they did not find any problems out there. He come and asked us some questions, myself and Donna, on the operations here pertaining to the water plant. He was quite happy with what we're doing at the water plant right now. So he seen some improvements we've been doing, just the average infrastructure repairs and replacements that we're doing out there, and he was happy with that. We've removed 3 houses off our abatement list, so we've done that this month. Street department, I can't say enough. You know, we've had more water this spring than and unfortunately over 10 years I've been in floodplain management, but if we've had even close to this kind of water we've had this year, we would have people flooded. The guys have worked hard. If you've been around west side of town, that's some of the lowest area, they have cleaned creek after creek after creek. And
so this is the first time I haven't seen it all flooded down by the school.
Yes.
And it looked good. I mean, there was water when we had significant rain, but it went away really quick.
Absolutely. And it actually, with pond up there, I mean, people would have 2 feet of water in their yard. And like I said, we've had more rain this year we've had probably 10 years, and we haven't had one issue. And it all goes to them guys. They work really hard amongst everything else they got to do. So with our whistles and our storm drain problems that we have working. So them guys, I can't say enough for them on that. Myself, kind of talking on EMS, I'm the liaison for the city of Henryetta for EMS, and we literally had a conflict with the county commissioners. We've been working through that. We've met with their attorneys, and I feel like we're really close to having the issue solved with them. It has not slowed down any services for our community and our county. So I just want to kind of give you guys an update that we feel like we're pretty close to resolving that issue we had with them. Myself, the mayor, and vice mayor, we met with EcoLink, talked to them. They've come back. They've brought some proposals for agreement. We are waiting on insurance. We want, before they start digging any holes in our town, we want to make sure that they're insured in case they get water lines. That's really what we're waiting on right now. So, and that, I believe that we've just been told that they're working on it. So we're kind of in a wall right there on that. So our property west of town, the property owner has accepted our bid, and right now it is being surveyed. So we're getting a little bit closer on it, locking it in, but we have made an agreement with the property owner on it. A couple things that I did not was able to get on this list. We got a brand new roof on the library. I got a picture of that. I just wasn't able to get them to on this. It looks really good. It's all new down to the framework. We've had wiring because our condensers are on top of the building. And talking to the librarian, she said not a drop of water over this last rainstorm. So we're finishing up there, and then we'll start looking at doing some work inside the library where the water affected the paint and stuff like that. We'll move on to that next. But brand new roof, it's ready to go. We had our cleanup day. We kind of scheduled the same as the county. They had their cleanup day. Ours was pretty successful. We had 9 30-yard roll-offs, and everything went really good on it. So, and we kind of worked with them. They had theirs also, and they feel like if we clean up and they clean up, they'll keep it off the curbs and side roads. So it was pretty much a success for us this time. And we'll start planning to do another one again in a handful of months. Great. Other than that, I have nothing at this time.
Move to second approve city manager report, poll please.
Steve?
Yes.
Vernon?
Yes.
Sean? Jennifer? Yes. Michael?
This act on new business.
I want to bring something up, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it. I guess we had an electrical issue, lightning or something at the airport. Right now, we're waiting for a part to come in, and we'll be able to allow people to buy fuel again. Okay. So just waiting for a part.
Those have lightning arresters on it or some kind of...
No, they do not, but we're definitely going to put, we don't feel like it's lightning, we felt like it was a surge from somewhere, because it didn't burn nothing. It just shorted out our power supply. So I have an electrician, he's looking at a surge protector for that. But we should have it up and going within the next week.
No new business, item number 29. Council member comments. Museum?
I think we're making great progress. I like where we're headed. And the more we get done, the more we can move on to doing more new things. New businesses.
One thing I'd like to bring up is, with several of us, along the last couple of years, we promised we're going to get some streets paved. We're going to get some streets paved. We're actually working on it. We're thinking it's going to be past the fiscal year, I believe, but that's still going to be money from this fiscal year in, but we're looking at hopefully doing about $150,000 worth of paving that's going to be carried over from the fiscal year that we're currently in. Hopefully still.
So that'll do a whole block.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we feel like you'll do 10 blocks.
Yeah. So, but then hopefully it'll be in the budget for another 150 in the next fiscal year. So, hopefully within a whole calendar year, we can get about $300,000. So if we could do somewhere between 15 and 20 blocks, it'd be, at least there'll be progress that we haven't had in quite a few years. So that's what we're looking at. Not trying to have empty promises here. We're trying to make good on this.
It's a priority, though.
Yes,
for sure.
It is a priority. Steve?
I think cruise night's a great thing, but I think it's getting dangerous. I think somebody fell out the back of a truck. There was a wreck. It's getting crazy from one end of Maine to the other. And I think that the chamber needs to put some people invest and help police it, because we do not have the manpower. And complacency kills. And I know it's their event, they're responsible, but we will be named in a lawsuit if something happens. And I think we need to take a serious look. It's a great event. A lot of people come to town. But if one person gets killed, it's just going to be horrible, and it's getting a little bit squirrely. I think we need to look into doing something about it, or ask them to do a little bit more.
Don't they have event insurance?
They have insurance, but if someone gets killed, the city's going to get. Will we not be named in a lawsuit along with them? We sure will. I know we'll probably try to settle something.
We could, but what's open and obvious.
Hold on, we can't really discuss this. It's
Anyhow,
just a statement on Mr.
I think we need to ask the chamber to do a little bit more research, and of course somebody gets hurt.
Mr. Vandy.
All right, well, I'm tickled to death about the new library roof. I know the ladies are, and we definitely put it to the test with the rain that we've got, since you got that done. Thank you so much. The other drains and all that kind of stuff too, as far as the runoff and down at 14th and 17th, I know that's been a very good job down there, and I didn't see the other East Main Street flooding either. So anyway, I think they did a good job, and the whole town just looked sparkling clean last night when we drove around. Like we really had a power wash.
It was very quiet. It was very quiet.
It was.
The streets were like empty.
Yeah, we saw a shadow down here and then highlighted. We should have took pictures of it. It's pretty sunny up there. It's soft. So we'd had that. We could have really showcased our town. But anyway, my hat's off to David and his crew, and everybody's working well. They work well for David, so I appreciate that.
Thank you. Item number 30, adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Move to second, approve item 30, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Henryetta Municipal Authority, regular meeting Tuesday, May 20th, 2025, 6:30 p.m. Civic Center, 115 South 4th Street. Roll call.
Steve.
Here.
Vernon.
Here.
Sean.
Item number 1, discuss act on approval of consent agenda. A, financial reports for April 2025. B, minutes of meeting held in April 2025. C, claims for the month of April 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 1, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 2, discuss act on approval of payment of OWRB ORF-08-DW in the amount of $37,962.14 for monthly payment.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 2, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 3, discuss act on new business. No new business. Item number 4, adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item 4, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. I appreciate your attendance. That's right. Gilbert. I think it's a Gilbert first.
I don't know. I got
Excuse me.
For that,